Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is Loveline. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Wow. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Melinda Clarke from the OC is here tonight.
Hello.
Thursday nights, 8 o'clock at, wait a minute, 8 and 9 o'clock on Fox. I was driving up, La Brea today, and I saw two OC big billboards just sort of stacked. Like one, and then 2 blocks later, the next billboard I saw another OC. Yeah, I don't know how any of that works, but point is
8 and 9 o'clock.
I think that's what they're doing for the summertime. Our finale was last week. So
When your
they're
husband
repeating the entire season. 8
Drew,
and 9
don't give
o'clock.
away the finale to the stoners.
No, the ones that T-voted and haven't watched yet.
Right.
That was a couple episodes ago, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, so I missed the finale.
Drew, Melinda's currently signing an autograph for Drew's daughter because everyone in the Pinsky family is a huge OC fan.
Especially the ones with 2 X chromosomes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dudes love it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I know. I enjoy the OC as well because I love that stuff. I mean, I used to watch Melrose Place all the time.
Knots Landing.
Knots Landing.
You admit that?
I did Dynasty.
Oh.
90210.
Dallas.
Falcon Crest.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, like Melrose Place, there's, I hope always going to be a place for that ilk of television or entertainment in our society, and I feel like OC is if that's as close a comparison as I can figure out. Do you have a better one?
I think it's all of those things, but it's a step further because it's not Aaron Spelling.
Evolution of it.
Right.
It's a bit further, but that's what's great about our shows because I think we all kind of miss the 90210 Melrose Place, and our audience is a little bit older.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a surprise to have that many people watching it in that age range. So I guess it's okay for us to,
You're a Dana Point native, which is either in the OC or not too far from the OC.
It's the OC.
That's the OC.
So she grew up right near where I kind of grew up.
We went to the same high school, we figured out.
No, I was at the same beaches and stuff.
Same beaches.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw each other at
In the middle of the night in New York City.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, I heard. I was talking to Drew on the phone, and a very drunken Melinda Clarke staggered up to Drew.
He says, "What are you doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? What do you think I'm doing?"
Yeah, having a good time, partying. Yeah. See, Drew.
That was pretty good. I was a little bit tired.
You maintained.
Drew's very sobering. He really.
Yeah, you probably hadn't been drinking at that point.
I just finished radio. I had to broadcast back here.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So yeah. What a job.
I never thought about that, but so whenever we're in New York, I was just there. We have to do the radio from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., and then you get back to your hotel room at 3:45, and whoever's working the floor buffer over at the Riga Royals thing's like, Dr. Drew's an animal.
Yeah.
This guy's coming in 3:45 every night.
But that's the problem.
He's got to have a couple bitches.
That's the problem with New York, though. You can always find a party at any time of the day.
That is a problem.
I was very happy to come home because of that.
And you just walk. I mean, I would just walk from the studio, CBS, just 3:30 in the morning, just chugging down the street. You got to walk. You got to walk with purpose, though. Otherwise, you will get rolled. But if you lean
met a carload of prostitutes that one night.
Yeah, we met a minivan full of prostitutes one night, and these were chicks that they really looked like prostitute puppets that were sort of they were novel. You know, I mean, it's huge eyelashes, like if you were going to make a puppet prostitute, this is what huge hair and crazy, and these they were all piled in this minivan. We were walking home about 3:15 in the morning, and they were like, "Yoo-hoo, fellas!" and Drew's like, "Those ladies require assistance," and he's like Clark Kent. He starts walking at them. He makes a sharp turn and starts heading for this van full of like a Puerto Rican prostitutes.
How do you know they're women?
That's another good point. Yeah, well, prostitute does not necessarily mean woman.
Don't worry,
But
Adam intervened.
Okay.
I just grabbed Drew's arm, like, where are you going, Drew? And he's like, those ladies are in some form of jeopardy, and they require our assistance. I must intervene.
I must put on my blue tights.
That dark gentleman of leisure with the feathered cat and the crushed velvet duster also requires assistance.
Adam had the great intervention at that point, which was look forward and keep walking.
Look forward,
Just keep walking.
That's right.
What happened?
Yeah.
Street smart.
He goes,
No, it's
what do you think that was? I'm like, people in hell need help. They said help.
Yeah. What did they yell?
So like, hey, they sort of looked like they were distressed.
They're like
come here, wait, help.
flagging us down at
Right.
3 a.m. and Drew had never seen a prostitute. But had you ever seen movies that had
I
prostitutes?
guess. Well, I guess not.
So
Not like
naive.
those.
So anyway, it's where I really had to explain to him how things work, and
here's the real comment:
male and female genitalia.
I argued with you for a little bit.
I know.
It's like, what are you talking about? They need help.
When a daddy feels love for a woman, blood goes to his organ, and it gets engorged with blood, and then he puts that in the mommy.
Oh, that's gross. I'm never going to do that.
How do you start that conversation?
That's
with
how
kids?
it goes.
I have
You
a
go,
5-year-old.
how do you do it?
You go. They'll usually come up with something, and you go first. Check with them. Make sure what they're asking. You go. What do you really want to know? Just answer it, and then just ask again. Do you want to know more? And just keep going until they go. Oh my god! Enough.
I have
Yeah.
a friend with the 5-year-old twins, the boys, and one of them asked her, "Did you long kiss Daddy when you got married?" And she said, "Well, yeah, it's my daddy. It's your daddy. It's my husband." Okay, let me ask you one more thing. Does he kiss your boobies? He's 5.
I know. That's why I'm not going to. I will.
She didn't know what to say.
I don't want to.
You gotta always just
my
go.
kids.
You just gotta go. Matter of fact, you just gotta go. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Really?
And then they'll
How
like.
about
they'll-
lying? I would have preferred if my parents lied to me about almost everything.
But not when you ask them a question. If you ask them a question, they just got to come back just the facts.
Right.
Just give it
I
back.
remember my dad.
But don't launch into anything.
My
The
dad.
problem is this little boy my daughter thinks is her boyfriend.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
we have to watch them.
Ugh.
My dad's first really crappy apartment in North Hollywood with the paper thin walls. Some chick that lived in the unit next to my dad's just got the bejesus banged out of her all night one night, and she was like screaming. She was a screamer, obviously. I figured it. That, by the way, my only encounter with a moaner, by the way, when I was 8. So I haven't seen him
Since
in
then, never
not my
happened.
adult life, not a peep. Church mice since then. But, I had an ass full when I was 8. And this woman it was just all night. Like, I was up all night. She was, I was just like, just this one, like one of those remember the nurses used to get like that kind of thing, crazy, can't coked up, and she's just screaming. She's screaming all night, just like bellowing, and I'm like, Dad, this is. I sort of in my mind picture she impaled herself on something and was stuck. Like she was in her bathroom and fell on like a hot comb and it went through her sternum and she was just writhing in pain the entire night. There's like 4. Whoever this dude. Now I would have high-fived the dude. Like, whoa, what the hell? But this guy was giving her this shit all night, just bellowing all night. And I remember just saying to my dad, this woman, she's sick. She's ill. And then he snapped in that weird serious thing like, son. And I was like, oh, no. Like I knew immediately, something. No. Okay, stop. See, that's the option.
But you don't go into that mode. If you launch into, well, son, this is because of mommy loves a daddy and blah blah blah. Then the kids go, blah, blah, blah. I just want to know, do you kiss the boobies? That's all.
Right. Okay. But all I'm saying is the kids need the ollie oxen free. I mean, they need to be able to pull the plug
They need the
on
safety
the question.
word. The safe word.
Stop.
Safe word is like elephant.
Yeah. Because that's how it would go. Like, Daddy, this poor woman is sick. We have to call the hospital.
Well, son.
Elephant. Okay. Something weird and sexual is coming. All right. OC, everybody. Fox.
Hey, Drew.
Big hit. Coming back for a 3rd season.
Why'd you pick elephant as the word?
That's just what popped into my head. Why? Did it mean something?
Like, I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe Ricky Rackman was filling in for Adam, and he used the exact same word.
Weird.
How
do you remember
very
that?
strange, because Danielle and I, the old screener, used to make fun of it all the time.
Oh, funny. Well,
Creepy.
Plus,
You want to
Sean.
explain to everyone who Ricky Rackman is?
I remember.
He's selling cars.
Anderson, turn your mic down, please. Kelly,
Yes.
you're 20?
Yes, I'm 20.
What's up?
Well, I have a lot higher sex drive than my boyfriend, who is 24.
Mm-hmm.
And we're constantly having to fight with. I instigate it and I want it, and then he completely shoots me down. So the sex is great when we have it. It's just I'm definitely not having enough of it.
Are you running right now? Are you okay?
No.
Horny
I'm fine.
all the time. Gotta have it.
Drive.
Hey, is this a chick who lived next door to my dad in that crappy apartment? Maybe it's her offspring. Her horny offspring.
And so let me understand this. This is just how long you guys been together?
A year.
And it's been the same way all through that most of that year.
No, the first 3 months were great because it's new, it's interesting.
And how often are you doing it?
We do it maybe once, twice a week.
And what are you wanting?
Once a day, every other day, whenever, a little bit more than we're having it.
A little bit more.
Once a day is not a little bit more.
Well, the thing is that when I pressure him for sex, then he completely shoots me down, doesn't want to do any of it because then I make him feel inadequate.
All right, hold on a second.
Okay.
Kelly sounds a little nutty. Guys,
At least sort of wound up.
yeah. Well,
Maybe not nutty.
okay, wound up. I'll explain this to Melinda that guys feel we don't necessarily recoil from the sex. We recoil from the nutty engine that's pushing the sex.
Energy.
Like chick feels. It's like when the chick says like, "Come on, I want to call you daddy," or "I want you to smack me in the ass," or something. It's not that guys aren't into that, but it's like, ooh, something's nutty, something's going on here.
Yeah.
And then when we sense nutty, all we want to do is sort of watch TiVo. It's like we just got to. Yeah, you know what? Let me think on this for about 3 months.
Yeah.
Don't come near me. I got to think. Okay, oral.
And-
But that's it.
And is it also they feel like sort of taken out of the equation a little bit? Like the girl's not attracted to him; she's just attracted. Just that engine's just going off.
Her emotional needs. A little desperation.
Because guys don't mind desperation as long as they're triggering it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And also,
But
guys are sort of, they're taken out of their, I don't know, I'm just thinking about boxing. They're taken out of their fight plan.
Yeah.
Like they're like an aggressive fighter, and they're used to just bullying people, and all of a sudden someone comes flying out at them, and they're against the ropes, and they don't know how to fight all of a sudden. They're out of their plan.
They don't know how to fight defensively, yes.
Right. We're used to moving forward. We're not used to stepping back and counter-punching.
Yeah.
And when he asks us to do that, we just seize up.
Does she just play it cool?
Well, here's part of the thing, Kelly, is that both Adam and I responded to something you said that I think you could pull off, which is doing things a little more. But doing things a little more is sort of agreeing how much a little more is, which is probably regularly twice a week, and then take the heat off the everyday thing. He's not up for that, and he feels inadequate because he's not up for it. He can't keep up with that pace.
Yeah, but that's compromising to his needs, but he's not compromising to my needs at all.
No, that's not
All
compromising.
right, well, look, hold on. You're 20, you've been together for a year, you're way off in your sexual scheduling. Maybe just break it off.
There's that solution.
No, the thing is that I will go a week without.
Hold on,
sleeping
I'm going to
because
scream
I don't
yes
want
like a
to
parrot and see
feel
if I can make
pressured.
my point.
But
Yeah,
I feel
what?
like I'm having more of a relationship with my vibrator than I am my actual boyfriend.
You see,
Are you
Kelly,
just rejected?
yeah, we don't expect you to know your nuts because nuts doesn't know nuts. That's part of the way you measure nuts.
Lack of insight.
If you know your nuts, how nutty can you be? Yeah.
Yeah, but what's
the-
wrong with a woman having a higher sex drive than a man?
Well, nothing. But I think it's your nuttiness that he's sort of responding to or recoiling
again,
from.
I'm not like nasty in bed. It's sex. I'm not like, ooh, spank me, baby. It's not like that.
Kelly.
It's not that
Kelly,
I'm freaking him out.
All right, you're not listening. Okay, we said that he needs to make a compromise and you need to make a compromise. You need to reach somewhere in the middle. And then realize that every day is not, he can't biologically keep up with that.
Kelly,
He's not up for that.
What do you do? I'm guessing you're working,
Yes, I work.
going junior college. What do you got going?
I go to college. I'm out of college right now because of the summer, but I work as a sales associate.
Junior college?
No, not junior college.
Where are you going to school?
There's
I
something
go to the
lower than
University
junior
of Colorado.
college?
Which one?
University of Colorado.
Yeah.
Huh, Boulder?
Yes.
Is there bipolar disorder in your family? Manic depression?
No, there's not.
Have you had any concerns about that kind of thing? Because you're all sped up tonight. Maybe just because you're nervous.
No. I'm outside. We were bowling.
You were bowling. Oh, okay.
It's the heart rate.
Drew and I shot a few games too before we came in tonight, but
sure.
we've mellowed out nicely.
Caught our breath pretty quick.
Yeah. All right. What's your average, Kelly?
I don't know. 100. I'm really bad.
Okay. All right. Look, here's all I'm saying. If you're sane and you're claiming that you are sane, and
that he won't compromise,
and he won't compromise,
then that's not a relationship.
You break up. This is what you do
No,
when you're
I'm willing
20.
to compromise, but he...
All right. Look, you date. You try to find a match. You do not match up with everyone. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
You people don't understand. You're supposed to test drive many a person before you actually lease. You thought I was going to say buy, but I look at it marriage as a lease.
Oh, God.
My wife knows it. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure she does.
Oh, what do we got? Well, we got about another 18 months on my lease. And option to buy, but we'll see. We'll see.
I wonder when her lease on you is up.
Are you a newlywed?
Yeah. No, and I've been married a couple of years. Is that a newlywed? No.
No.
2.5 years? Something like that. It feels new
Is it 2
because we
years or
argue
3?
a lot. What's that?
Is it 2 or 3 years? Because it's August.
It's August.
Yeah, you better
Write that down.
You better watch out.
Write that down. Yeah, gotta get that on my cheat sheet. I got a cheat sheet in my wallet. It's got all my good stuff in it. My addresses, everything.
Let's see it.
I think it's in my bag, but I'll get it for you. It's a good-looking cheat sheet.
Can't wait.
Yeah. I actually have the number, my ATM number, written in it, but I decided to cross out one number and just leave 3
You can't remember
for
what that
whoever finds my wallet. No, because I figure I can remember the 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you figure whoever finds your wallet can't try the 9 numbers before he gets the money?
No, I don't, wiseacre, because I'll tell you why. Because you do your thing wrong 3 times, it sucks the card in. But he could get lucky. And you know my feeling is, someone who finds my wallet and is lucky, take the money. You deserve it. That's why you're lucky. Who might stand in the way of your luck? Literally a millionaire, Drew. I don't care.
We don't care.
Hannah,
Yes.
19.
Yep.
What's up?
I was just diagnosed with HPV, and it caught me completely off guard. And I'm just curious as to how it's going to affect me sexually. And when I do get pregnant and have kids, how's that going to work?
It's not going to affect that significantly.
So that's warts, right, Drew?
Yeah.
You've joined most of the women in Dallas because most women have this, right? You understand that?
Not the series, though. We were talking
not the
earlier
series.
about
The-
Dynasty and these shows.
I mean the actual
Right.
city. You understand that, right?
Right, yeah.
How profoundly common this is.
I didn't know how common it was, but
All right,
it
it's
makes
about
me feel better that it is.
about half your periods have it, and it certainly.
No.
Yes.
I know you keep saying that, but then everyone says no. But then Drew makes the ultimate argument, which is, well, they don't know they have it, which you really can't argue with. It's like, you don't know you're dead. This is all a dream. I should come back with that one.
That's Dallas.
That's Dallas.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The fact
So
is,
Victoria Principal has warts. Is that what you're saying?
that's what I'm saying. Well, at least half that cast does.
Patrick Duffy.
He does.
man.
Surely he does.
Yeah.
Oops.
But the fact is that most of the viruses that cause HPV will go away on their own in about 5 years. Those that persist,
twist.
those that are that persistent are the ones that do cause cervical cancer, and you really won't know which one you have, and so you've got to get regular pelvic exams and pap smears and colposcopies if you have abnormal.
My
paps.
doctor told me that I have to have surgery because I have severe precancerous cells in my cervix.
All right, so you've got the more severe kind of the wart virus. That's
Yeah,
the one that tends to
and-
persist, and it's one that you'll be contagious with forever.
Yeah, that's what she said, and she said it was severe.
So are they going to do a LEAP procedure, or what are they
yeah,
going to do?
that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, and that is a certain percentage risk of affecting what's called cervical competency. The cervix got to hold the baby in there, and if you screw around the cervix too much, things can kind of open up.
Is that what holds the baby in?
Well,
I
that's
thought
what
the
comes
umbilical
out.
cord held them
No.
in. No?
You don't want that happening.
Why that cord? That's
how they
like
get their
like a tie down.
That's tied down. That's what it is.
Well, no, but here's what it was always described to me as, when you see people traveling on the freeway and they have that rack on
the
top
top,
of
yeah.
the station wagon, and there's some camping gear up there,
Yep.
and there's a couple of bungee cords pulled over the top, or maybe a tie down. It's called. The word cord is right into
Right there,
it.
right
It's
there.
right there.
Yeah.
Umbilical cord.
Yes,
It's
yes.
not umbilical tube.
Right.
Or umbilical trough or flume. That would be a better name for it. Umbilical flume. The umbilical cord. Cord. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Cord does not. What do you do? Like when someone says, "Hey, I have this soft drink and I don't want to mess my lipstick up, so I'm going to drink it through a cord." You know what I mean? People will be
So we should
confused.
change the name.
It's umbilical straw.
Yeah.
Straw,
Umbilical
tube,
hose.
Straw, hose, hose,
we
hose.
have to.
Straw.
Hose is good.
It's carrying
Umbilical
nutrients and
hose.
oxygen.
Yeah, we have to. What do they say? We have to. Oh, we have to insert a breathing cord into the person, or feeding cord.
Tube, yeah,
it's
good one.
tube. It's tube.
Yeah.
It's never cord.
All right, so
Corduroy.
so as you said, there's a tie-down component to
Honda
this,
Accord.
but the baby's got to come out the cervix, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's got to stay closed until it's time for the baby to come out. That's the bottom line.
So you're saying if that opens,
Till the cord releases.
the cord is the last line of defense.
That's
because if that gives, then the kid's coming out.
Yeah, or none.
So if the cervix is unable to close, the kid's literally dangling there.
He's not
Literally
dangling.
dangling
He's literally
by the
coming
cord.
out.
By the cord, like
By
a
the cord.
Christmas
I see.
ornament.
I see, yes.
A
That's what
crazy
I meant to say.
vaginal Christmas
Tube.
ornament. Tube, feeding
But
cord.
so it's but a common procedure, Hannah. You got to get it done. It's important. These things can become cancerous easily, and you need to get them repeatedly controlled.
Savannah.
Oh, hi, sorry.
17. Ooh. We hear that voice. What's up?
Adam.
Carolla.
Oh, please explain to Melinda.
Oh, and
You want you to let that go without telling her what that
Yeah,
was?
yeah. Well, I figured the word had gotten out by now.
Oh yeah.
Summer's heating up.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
And do you have a swimming pool at your place?
Not now.
Oh, no.
You
No,
still
and
live
it's
in Orange County?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Live in Dana Point?
Pardon?
You still live down in Dana
No,
Point?
no, Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks, that's right. By
No
Adam's
pool,
house.
though. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, come to one of my homes and swim.
She's a
What is
neighbor.
Well, that's not one
She'll
of
she'll
homes.
hear the Adam Carolla ringing out through the neighborhood.
Well, okay, you can come over to my place and play Marco Polo,
Okay.
which now is going to be called Adam Carolla,
Oh.
because he's had like a
A run.
He's had a long
it's
run.
a good 800-year run with this. I don't know if they played it.
They had above ground pools. They probably did.
I don't know if they played it while he was alive, is what I'm saying. It could have been one of those things that happened shortly after his death.
In the ponds, I'm sure they did.
But all I'm saying is 800 years of Marco Polo. I don't think kids even know Marco Polo. They
Right.
just think I always assumed it was just a game he played in the pool. I didn't even know it was a human being until like 9 months ago. So I decided, okay, no offense to the polo family, but by the way, they have water polo too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
How much pool stuff do you guys have to have your name on?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you-
I'm with you. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And there's-
okay. Yeah.
Polo.
So,
There's polo. Yeah,
ponies.
yeah. But
he's
it's-
going for
it's
Corolla,
all- it's all-
water Corolla eventually, but
Yeah. So, Adam Carolla.
I got it.
So
So,
it's no
somebody who's
longer-
alive can actually enjoy
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Why not? And imagine how thrilling it would be. Well, let's just say if my parents heard that coming from a neighbor's yard. Kids frolicking, laughing, smell of barbecue in the air. Adam Carolla.
Okay, well, okay.
Dad wiping a tear away.
I'll teach my daughter.
Please.
How's
Once
your
she
daughter?
can swim with her eyes closed, she's only 5, so
oh.
once she can do that, I'll be sure
But she
that
doesn't
she'll
even-
never know Polo's name.
there's a
ever.
little twist to the fish out of water, though. I'm not sure if the 5-year-olds are.
No, she can't play it yet, but
Do you know the fish out of water part of Marco Polo?
yeah, fish out of water.
That's been modified.
To what?
Well, Drew, you do it.
Nothing to do with naked.
It's
What?
bumpy, and I gotta say, this is a work in
Maybe we ought to
progress.
change it right now. Modify it.
As it is now, Drew.
It's Adam's masturbating in the jacuzzi. That's
Well, we have to say fast.
Say what?
It sounds
No,
weird
no,
to
no.
say it slow. You gotta yell it. You gotta yell it, otherwise it sounds.
So wait,
it sounds like
if
you're
you're,
weirdos.
wait a second. If you're the one who's it and you're blind, so you keep your eyes
You
closed
yell
and it's
out,
Adam, Carolla,
Well,
and then you
Adam
can say
Carolla.
fish out of water.
Adam's
no.
masturbating in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, that's fish out of water.
Adam's
It's what it is now.
So that's what you have to say when somebody's out of the water.
When someone's out of
whatever.
water.
I
They're
thought-
misbehaved.
Or-
They're
or-
misbehaved.
I'm actually in the
If you're
jacuzzi.
playing with Adam,
It just means
I'm just
you're
saying.
not playing the game.
You're
Okay.
playing with.
Right.
I can't teach that one yet. Okay.
No,
No,
that's
you get a
fine.
couple more months.
But the adults will
Wait,
go
oh,
for it.
All right. Savannah, I know. Savannah. Sorry, you got that started, baby.
We got to take a break.
Explain
So
to Melinda.
Hold
Don't
on
worry.
1 second, all right?
Relax, Drew. We're taking a break. Drew, relax. I know what I'm doing. Savannah? You're addicted to sex. You cheat on your boyfriend with 7 other guys?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, hold on.
All right.
Melinda Clarke here tonight from the OC. She's a good-looking one. We will take ourselves a little break, and we'll get back with Savannah and her many, many men after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Melinda Clarke is here from the OC, Fox, Thursday nights, 8 and 9 p.m. 2 big fat episodes on Thursday night. That's tomorrow night. And the hell, I don't know, Contender I watched last night. Remember Sergio Mora, who we had in here?
He won.
Yeah, he won. The Latin Snake.
So he's going to the finals.
No, he won the $1 million.
Oh, my God.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I thought you were going to go to those finals.
Well, they were yesterday, and I couldn't.
Did they air it yesterday?
Yes, they did. Drew.
Oh, my God.
Drew, you have a TV?
No.
Okay, please.
I live in a
I
cave.
keep telling you, watch that Contender.
It seemed like he was going to win, though, didn't it?
Well, everyone was pretty good and pretty evenly matched. So it's kind of hard to kind of. It's like flipping a coin and saying like it seemed like it would land on heads.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
Yeah.
good chance could have gone the other way.
That's cool.
I liked him. He was a slick guy and a good fighter.
Yeah.
But there were some upsets throughout the season.
Did that other guy come back? The guy what was his name, Jonathan?
No, Jonathan Reed, I think, did not fight in the whatever. The
Is there going to be a
preliminary
rematch of some type?
stuff. Looks like there is. Yeah.
Why?
Well, the fights were so good.
Really?
Yeah, people want a second helping. Boxers always give rematches to their toughest opponents. For me, those would be the ones who made the list of no rematch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like worst vacation. You coming back?
No.
No.
No way.
No, it sucked. I got to look at my face. You see a rematch? You want to see a rematch? Find me a guy knock out in the first round.
Rematch.
And we got a rematch. Multiple rematches. Actually, we could do one right now. But the guys I do battle with, the wars, no rematch. That's the way it works. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm a puss. Yeah. Savannah? 17?
Yeah.
So, speaking of rematches, you did that 7 times with 7 different opponents.
Yeah.
You have a boyfriend.
Yeah. But see, we've only been together for like a couple, maybe like a month or 2 now. And it's not just him. Like I've cheated on practically all my boyfriends, and I don't understand like why I do it. And
When
it's
you say cheat, though, what do you mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
like having sex.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, that's not screwing around.
Yeah.
Aren't you worried about getting pregnant or disease or?
Yeah, I totally am, and that's the worst part of it. Because like I think about it a lot. You know, like. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like a guy, like I have a one-track mind or something.
One what?
And then, like, when
One-track mind.
you know how, like, never mind. And then when I get to, like, to doing it, I don't feel like doing it anymore. But I do anyway.
Ooh.
That all sounds like sexual abuse to me. Did that happen to you growing up?
Yeah, when I was 7 on my birthday.
All right. Well, there you go. That's what it sounded like. Have you had any treatment for that?
Yeah, I did. A few years of counseling, but it didn't really help.
On your
Clearly.
birthday, by the
Yeah,
way.
my mom.
That's a great, that's an awesome birthday. Like,
Who was it?
What did you get? Oh, Barbie's Dream Machine? No, something different. Something different this year.
Susie Bake Oven?
Getting warm.
Furby?
No. Once you meet Uncle Lou. Savannah, who did this to you?
My mom's boyfriend at the time.
Your mom's boyfriend.
No.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, at least you know your mom was molested. That's
Yeah.
the good news.
That's pretty much a sure thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she was. She's told me about it before.
Right. That's why she brings the abusive guy into the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, hold on a second. I know I never get tired of kissing your, and our collective ass, but, you know, people do this all the time. They always say, you guys always say, you know, the people listen to the show, they go like, someone calls in and they say they sprained their ankle, and then Drew says they're molested, and then they say, no, we wasn't, and Drew says, yes, you were, and then they say no, and then eventually they just say yes so they can get to the question about turning their ankle. How do we magically know? Doesn't say anything about her mom being molested.
Doesn't say about her being molested up there. It doesn't say
No,
anything.
there's no molestation thing. It's just I like sex.
Yeah.
That's all it says, and especially the mom part. How? It's easy. It's a layup. Why? Humans, all the same. All the same.
When it comes to extreme things like
I'm
trauma.
marginally better than all you, but all you guys, the same. It's all the same. It's the same. Why shouldn't it be? Do our lungs work any differently from person to person? Do the cells work any differently? Do the veins, do the arteries, mucosal surfaces? Does anything work differently from person to person? No. So when you get molested at 7, it's the same. And we all know what your mom was doing when she brings home the guy who molests you. It's easy, everybody. I don't understand why society, or especially the government, has no interest in this. Zero interest. Really? It's all you should be interested in.
Profiling, how dare you?
Yeah. As a government, that's all you would want to know. It's like, give me all the information. Forget about human beings. Let's just say you went to another planet. And you had to figure out how to rule the planet. Like, how do we do this? How do we keep people from not fighting? How do we keep screwed up people from not
Getting pregnant?
procreating? How do we keep violent people from not? Just give me all the data you can find on the sneeches. I'll figure it all out, put it in the computer, pal. Oh, there we go. Oh, so you got to get them into rehab at this age. People that, foster kids. Ooh, we got to look at them. Watch out because their parents were abusive and they came from this chaos. It'd be so easy to do, but yet, no, not interested. I know it's all Bush ever talks about. And by the way, is there some sort of prerequisite as a president or leader of the country that you can have just zero interest in any kind of psychology, that the study of the mind is so taboo that it can't even be brought up? That you just sit there and have to sort of wax poetic about Jesus Christ like a retard, and meeting with clergy and doing all this other sort of BS ritualistic crap that no one else buys. Is it? Are we that primitive? Are we that unsophisticated as a society that we would freak out if a guy said, "Yeah, I read a book. I read this book once that Freud wrote, and here's what I learned." Or I you know what? I got a lot of pressure. I go to the shrink once a week. I got official White House shrink. Comes to me though. I don't have to go to his office. Is it taboo, or you just got to go pray some more? That's it. Clinton, just get a little BJ and go pray on it. Bush, go blow up a few people and then go pray on it. Everyone's just going and praying on everything? And you really think they're praying? I don't know. Bush, maybe. Clinton, no way. No
Certainly
way.
makes parenting it should be terrifying to people. You shouldn't go into it lightly.
Right, you should understand what it is. Absolutely.
It's the hardest job, and every day I think I'm doing something wrong and screwing her up.
Oh, yeah.
But-
She's probably smoking right now.
Absolutely.
She 5?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. She's lit up. She's doing this thing. She opened the window.
Lysol.
Lysol everywhere. Yeah. No. Don't ever bring this up.
All right, so
Savannah?
Savannah, how long? You were treated for how long?
For about 3 years.
Maybe I'd get back to that therapist because something's gone awry here. And I'd be...
I had a few different counselors. They weren't really helping me along.
But you need to stay with one person and develop a relationship with that person. But more importantly, you may need separate treatment for sexual addiction because you're heading down that path.
And in the sexual abuse part, I mean, whatever your mom's horrible boyfriend did to you on your 7th birthday is bad, but having your mom raise you is where the lion's share of the damage was done. I mean, your mom's an abuse victim. She passed that on to you, and then she brought home a string of horrible guys, and God knows what biological dad was like. Mm-hmm. So these things, I mean, it's a collective thing. It's not just a one incident. If you took a super healthy person that came from a nurturing family, had one incident, and put them back into therapy and got them back into school,
might be okay.
They probably could shake it off. But this is a whole lifetime worth of stuff for you.
That, and I think you've inherited the genetic potential for addiction.
Well,
so.
plus your name is Savannah. Which is, it's not even on my list of Crystal, Tammy, and Cammy. It's the super white trash slutty names, but it transcends the list. It's actually above. It actually doesn't fit on the list. It's that much higher than the list. Do you know what I'm saying? I know it sounds heavy. I couldn't make it on the list because it's like four spaces above the top of the list.
What is it predicting?
Savannah? Yeah, it's just that's just one of those names. Well, first off, Okay, let me explain something. Savannah is super white trash mom trying to overcompensate for less than average intelligence.
No way, no.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes. No, I'm not saying Savannah's, but that's mom.
But there might have been.
You got an idiot for a mom.
No,
of course.
No,
Yeah, you got a mess.
I can't let you get away with that one.
Yes. Your mom's a mess, Savannah.
Yeah, well, see, I still see my dad, though. I still see my real dad every once in a while.
Where's your mom?
I live with her.
By the way, there is an option that dad is a good guy and that she couldn't hang with him because he is a good guy.
What's mom got going now? Is she nutty?
No, she's kind of dating some guy, I think.
Stay away from him. Stay away.
Oh,
Something
yeah,
weird will
that's
happen.
what I plan on. But my dad is a complete ass. He, like, hits me and stuff.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
I don't really have...
All right.
I was going to say sounds like the OC, but that goes beyond.
As long as you guys
It is a little OC-ish, but it's like the real OC.
No. Yeah, right.
And this is what those people would really be doing. But, Savannah, you got to go back to your therapist. You're 17. It's hard to get involved in a 12-step program under the age of 18. It's hard to sort of do that work. Though if you're up for it, SA would be a great place for you to go. But get back connected with that old therapist.
Stop acting out.
And stop.
That's
stop
really going to help you.
Are you addicted to any chemicals?
I'm sorry?
Huh?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Are you addicted to any chemicals?
I did marijuana for a while, but then it was just got in the way of my school and stuff.
And now it's just speed?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Now it's just speed.
No. You into speed?
No.
Okay. All right. It would be funny if they just spat out a chemical. Isopropyl.
Toluene.
Bentonite. It'd just be funny to just spit out something off like the periodical table of whatever. All right. Dylan.
Hi.
Ooh, Dylan the chick.
All right, what do you got?
Hot. You could be on the OC with that kind of name. Oh. What's up?
Uh-oh.
Well, I have a question, but first, wait, Adam, I love you. You're so hot.
Yeah.
All right, now on the heels of that,
Uh-oh.
on the heels of that, what is your question?
Carolla.
What is your question?
Okay, my boyfriend and I have been doing methadone for the past
Oh,
5
heroin
months.
addict. Okay, well, you're good. Yeah, that's right up out. Okay. You've been doing methadone.
Yeah, and he doesn't have sex with me anymore.
Because he's on methadone.
Well, yeah, like his sex drive has gone down so much.
Yeah, well, that's
That's
it
the
makes
real
me feel
problem.
like he doesn't like me anymore.
no, it's
And I just wanted to know, is there
methadone.
something that
All right,
is-
hold on.
Well, particularly when you get over 80 milligrams or up to 120, that's when there's no sex drive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's what methadone does. It's one.
Drew, I bet you could beat like 180.
I could do it. I could break through.
Yeah. Drew's so passionate. so passionate. So very passionate and sensual. He's a man of great sensuality. You don't hear sensual used as it pertains to the male.
No, thank God.
It's not something you take out, you card out very often. But for Drew, it's very
I
fitting.
get that moniker.
Fitting.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sensual, passionate. Dr. Drew. There should be a cologne. You should have an essence, a scent.
Yeah, it's a new superhero that helps prostitutes and
Oh.
Yeah.
Helps the abused and the
Yeah.
in the sex industry.
Yeah. Dr.
it's a new
Naive.
comic book.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is it.
Yeah.
Come on.
No,
This is going to be a cartoon.
We will
that,
launch that in we'll do it. It'll be a 1-2 punch. We'll do the new cologne, which is for him, for her, for us, for them.
Yes,
for
yes.
it.
For it.
You you dump it on your parts. You know what I
For
mean?
them, yes. No, but I think this is a Michael Nairn cartoon.
All right.
Right?
Hey, do they make any more of those? Do they make any more of those scents that are for him and for her? To me, it was always like a blouse. It's like a shirt. It's for him. Okay, and for her. I'm like, I don't want it now.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Let me get back to the superhero thing. How would I dress? Would I have like a big plume?
No,
big hat with a big
you would dress
fedora?
like okay. All doctors in cartoons wear lab coats
I'd have a lab coat. All right,
wherever they are.
And a stethoscope.
Yeah, slung over the shoulder. Yeah, around the neck. Yeah, because you're a doctor, you just have to wear a
But by
lab coat
day.
everywhere.
But in the superhero
Would that be the superhero outfit or would that be the by-day outfit?
That's the by-day outfit.
Okay, perfect. And then I'd slip into
scrubs,
I'd be
skin tight.
Yeah, those aren't revealing enough.
Well, skin tight scrub.
We want to see contour. You know what I mean? And
what?
One of those robe things.
physique contour. Yeah. What about one of those? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
one of those
hospital robes.
Also, awesome
Yes.
hospital
Ah.
robe
Perfect.
where your ass crack is showing all the
Beautiful.
time.
Yes. Okay.
And clogs.
And clogs. Nice. I like that. Surgeons wear clogs. all the
Surgeons
time.
wear clogs. Yeah. What is that?
I don't know.
I don't like that.
They're on their feet all day.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to get Hep C from my surgeon. You know what I'm saying?
From strongyloides through his feet.
No, I'm just talking about the kind of guys who wear clogs. You know what I mean? You know
Okay,
what
so
I'm
now
saying?
what do I step into?
Hep C on a good day.
What do I step into to turn into that robed creature?
There's a few different. It could be that it could be a medical bag. That's a little Felix the
Like
Caddy.
Felix the Cat. I like that.
All right, there's something to that. There's also the that curtain where you get changed or something, that weird little room where you give samples and specimens and all that kind of crap. That could be decent, but I don't know. I have it. I have the radiation thing.
Oh, she's saying she's got a great idea. I grab the paddles, zap myself, and I turn into the guy.
Oh, like a crash cart
yeah,
thing.
that's a good idea, right?
Oh, no, that's
the paddles
good.
around the hospital.
That's better.
Grab, yeah, perfect.
I had it that you were a radiation technician, and that you a constant exposure to radiation.
Kind of an incredible Hulk.
Right.
Doctor,
Yes.
Adrenaline.
Yes.
I get angry. The insurance companies piss me off.
Oh,
The robe comes on.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome, Drew.
Okay.
Oh, and I go after those insurance guys.
Let's never do
It's
this.
called Marvel.
Oh, you're just snapping lawyers' necks like chickens. Awesome. Melinda Clarke is here.
Wait a minute. What about protecting the prostitutes?
Oh, yeah. That's part of it, too.
Okay.
Yeah. Clean needle program. Yeah.
Distributing needles.
Yeah, condoms.
Snapping the necks of lawyers. Condoms and prostitutes.
Yeah.
Saving the prostitutes.
And
The
just-
Mishies.
the issues.
yeah. And the HIV testing, too.
Okay.
Take a Melinda Clarke here tonight from the OC. We'll take ourselves a quick break. Be right back after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline, madam. That's Dr. Drew. Melinda Clarke's here tonight from the OC. The bewitching Melinda Clarke. Beautiful in this sort of...
Evil?
No, hot sorceress kind of way. Like what would be on the side of a Mexican's van.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hot.
So if I look at you
the
long enough
leopard?
as sorceress, I'm going to...
It's sort of, it really,
witchy woman?
it suggests,
I think I've
it
played
suggests,
roles like that.
suggests like hot sex, but there's trouble. You're going to enjoy yourself for a certain period of time, a lot,
Then you're getting eaten alive.
and then something bad's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what all the moms at school think of me, too. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
There's that
Scared
sorceress.
Drew.
Well, she did play a warrior god.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, the self-proclaimed goddess of chaos.
What a, by the way, shocking that our resident lesbian here would know something about Xena, Warrior Princess. Has there ever been a lesbian who's watched that show
You're a
before?
lesbian.
True, please, we know.
You're a
It's not
lesbian. How dare you? What?
Yeah.
Are you judging again?
You cannot judge. It's impossible. But huge lesbo following, Xena. Why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
So what is the appeal
It's all there.
of the sort of the Amazon warrior fantasy, right?
What do you mean, what's the
No, I
fantasy?
understand what it is for a guy. What is it for a
Good-looking
woman?
chick.
Yeah,
Just
but,
wearing a leather
but in
tunic.
guys, it's sort of a role reversal thing a little bit. It's sort of fantasy.
No, everyone likes hot.
Yeah. I'm just saying the
It's
warrior.
the leather. It's got to be.
Yeah, they call it the analysts call it the castrating female complex. Yeah, that's what the symbol is. That's what the warrior.
Yeah. Well, see, my thing is to hook up with her, and then surprise, surprise, I'd already been castrated by another female.
Yeah.
My mom did that many years
Yes, she
ago.
did.
So,
And your grandma.
And my grandma. So good luck. Swing away with that
Bring it
sword.
on.
You'll find no home for it. in my grind.
I'm so mad at you. I am so mad at you, Mom.
I told you, Anderson, you cannot leave those mics on during the commercials.
With some Samara. She's up. She's on 6. She's already there.
All right, but someone did a PSA about
Well, all right,
whizzing
then
in
put
the
it on
sink.
hold. Put it on hold.
All right.
All right, then go to one.
All right. Tim,
Yeah,
you're 25?
yeah. Adam, you are the vicar.
Thank you.
Not anymore.
I'm not the vicar of Christ anymore. I claimed that mantle when the Pope was gone and we didn't have a new Pope, and I thought vicar of Christ that's a nickname I could,
Live with.
It's much better than
You are
Brillo
the
had.
greatest, man. You are my hero. Yeah, I did a
Thank you.
PSA about peeing in the sink.
You did a PSA about
Yeah,
peeing in the
I
sink.
did. Because I listen to you complain about these sorry PSAs all the time.
Right.
So,
You're 25 years old. Where are you in school?
Towson. I'm finishing up now.
Where?
Sounds like
Towson
a
in
prison.
Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is it a 4-year university?
Yeah.
And you did a public service announcement about urinating in the sink.
Yeah.
And what was the public service
We're
payoff?
trying to get people to
Well,
do it or stop doing it?
I said water conservation. So
Okay.
my star says at the end there, he goes, please do your part. Conserve water. Pee in the sink.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Tim. Tim,
No
by the
problem.
way, I don't know what you're doing in Maryland. You should be out here in Hollywood.
Oh, man, screw
The kind of
that.
creative spirit.
Yeah,
What do you
well,
mean?
yeah, but that's where I'm staying. And the best don't go to Hollywood.
Where do
That's
they
just their
go?
own thing.
They go to Bethesda?
Where do they do their own
Where
thing?
do they go?
I'm going to be in Wilmington, North Carolina.
I was going to say
Wow.
North Carolina is
Crap,
really where
crap.
people are
Yeah.
going now.
Ton comes out of
Yeah, there's all those songs about you haven't made it, you made it in Wilmington.
You and I have been to Wilmington.
We've
He's
been
not
to
the, he's not the
Wilmington,
first
yeah.
person I've heard that, actually.
About Wilmington?
Oh, yeah.
Going to
I
North
have no
Carolina
interest
to
in
get
Hollywood,
into
though.
that.
Sure. No, that's what it is. North Carolina is like what the Seattle essentially was to music about
Yeah,
8-10 years
of
ago.
course.
That's the launching pad. Think about all the greats from Wilmington.
Got Katie Holmes out of there.
Katie Holmes was there for
Dawson's
like
Creek.
10 minutes while they were filming and then left immediately.
One Tree Hill's there right now.
Yeah, they're there, but they're split and they're all getting out. All right, let's take a little break. Melinda Clarke, not from Wilmington, is ironically from the OC.
The
on
USS,
the OC.
USS North Carolina is from Wilmington.
We will take ourselves. Okay, Drew. That's
Remember that?
No, we'll take ourselves a break. Yeah, I do. We'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Melinda Clarke is here tonight. She's the bewitching redhead from the OC.
And I'm still a little bewitched myself. Did you play a hand in your husband's death?
You know, this is a good question because when I read the script, it has Julie stealing half of his Ambien and
put it in his drink,
and
but
put
he
it in his
wouldn't
drink.
drink it.
And I thought, okay.
That's a keeper to me. I'm going to wife crush up drugs and put them in my drink.
And I
It's going
thought,
to take them away.
now was she actually going to try and kill him? Obviously, you could technically OD, or just
or
have
drown
him,
him.
or just have him sleep through turning in the divorce papers.
Right.
Drew,
It
how many?
seemed, but
She
you were,
reneged. But
you were
no.
so worked up, it looked like it was an attempted murder.
Oh, she was definitely that desperate.
How many Ambien would it take to knock you down, or would
It's
it?
hard to die of an Ambien overdose.
That's what I said because I tried. No, no.
Well, Adam can tell you.
I heard a story of
fine.
a professional athlete who had tried to commit suicide and
With
took
Ambien.
over, 20, 30, and just woke up a couple days later.
Right. It's hard to overdose on that drug. But you could. And also you could put him to sleep, push him in the pool.
Right.
Ooh.
There's all kinds
I
of
would wake
things
up.
that she definitely did not want to be a murderer, and that was the
You mean Julie?
Julie.
Say, talk about your character.
like it's me.
I just say Julie when
Third
and
person.
Julie
Julie.
when. Yeah, that's awesome.
She wouldn't really want
Julie.
to.
No, it's never just Julie. It's Julie Cooper
Yeah, Julie
or Julie Cooper Nickel.
Julie Cooper Nickel would not do that. I
Julie
do
Cooper
that
Nickel
on
would
this
not.
show. Like Adam would make a fart joke, but not a diarrhea joke.
Masturbation joke, but
Yeah,
not a diarrhea joke.
Adam wouldn't make. Yeah,
He wouldn't.
yeah. All right, let's talk to Samara, and then I want to talk to Rebecca.
Okay.
It doesn't want. Okay, let's see. Samara,
Uh-huh.
21.
Yeah.
You don't want to. I know it's upsetting. You can drink and vote and be eligible for the draft or something. Doesn't want a boyfriend to give you oral sex.
No.
Hates it.
No, I have a problem with it. Like, I just start to cry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I've been in a relationship with him for like 3 years, and we've been like sexually active for about a year and a half, and I can't have him give me oral sex. I just start to cry. But it all goes back to like when I was young.
Speak up, Samara.
Okay. Apparently, there's a rumor in my family that one of my uncles that molested me. But there's no proof.
Well, the proof is your behavior currently. That sort of fits with that.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that, but
And by the way, there's not usually, surveillance footage of people getting molested. You just know you were molested because you got
the thing
molested.
is, I was very young. I think I was like 1 or 2.
Ugh.
Well, let's just try to. First off, the fact that there are rumors in the family that a other family member molested you means you got a crappy family no matter what, whether
Yeah, I
there's
know.
molestation or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
All right, we'll try to figure this out. Yes, you're acting like somebody who was molested. Your voice tonally sounds like someone who's molested. What's going on with the rest of your family? Your brothers and sisters?
I have a younger sister. She's like 10, 11. She's fairly young, but like the rest of my family's kind of like messed up also.
All right. So what would you like us to help you with?
Like, why is it that I can't have him do that?
Because it gives you flashbacks, or at least emotional flashbacks to the trauma.
Even if I don't know, like
Even if you don't have actual visual memory of it, there's sort of a visceral memory. There's sort of a memory left behind in your body memory, let's say.
Now,
Because
by
that
the
was
way,
before you had
let me
organized
tell you,
memories.
when you say visceral,
Yeah.
most our listeners think of that part of the steak that you pull out of your mouth and chew it up to give it to the dog. It's
Gristle.
tough. You can't really eat it.
Gristle.
I don't know. I just think they would think of that. I'm going to go with that. Samantha?
Samara.
Oh, Samara. Sorry.
Of course, Savannah.
I saw I called her Samantha.
But that's an
Samara. Oh, Samara. Samantha. Do we need both? Okay. Do you know what visceral means?
Yeah.
I knew it.
These phones
keep
They've got
cutting
to
out.
fix these phones.
All right. Anyway, I don't know if she said yes or no.
Okay, sure,
All right.
yeah.
All right. What does it mean?
Excuse me?
All right. Let's just keep moving on
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
Drew.
Yes.
All right. Therapy, baby. Your family's a mess. How about some therapy?
Or how about just avoiding those things you
How
find so
about you just
upsetting?
let them give you oral sex and you get used to it?
But I start to cry.
All right. But eventually you dry up and he's able to
Or
perform.
you avoid that particular action if that's the one that has such a disturbing sort of reaction.
How
Yeah,
does he feel about it?
Yeah, we do. He's
Bullet dodged.
understanding. He's pretty understanding. He wants
Yeah,
to.
Yeah.
I can just imagine that if that were you.
Yeah, here's how that conversation would go. Go ahead and start explaining it to me.
I cried.
Yeah, okay. Enough said.
No, seriously.
Fine.
But I feel so
No,
bad.
move
that
on.
you
We'll keep
can't-
moving.
But I really want you to be. Hey, guys,
Listen.
I feel like I'm inadequate
Hey,
again.
all is forgiven.
Yeah.
That's on you, right?
What? That's what, if you do it to me?
Yeah. I mean, if I can't do it to you,
Right,
right?
but she can do it to you.
Ah, hey,
How do you think
sweetie,
Relax.
come here. Get down.
What's
Get
that?
down.
I was just curious how how a rumor is verbalized in a family. Just
Interesting.
Word on the street.
Word on the street is
Huggy Bear
Yeah.
came in one night.
Samantha.
Samara.
Samara. I can't. Here's my problem.
Never heard of Samara before.
No, I maybe, but here's the thing. I don't care enough. I got to be honest with everybody. I see S-A-M-A, and I'm not
Stop.
completing. My brain's just moving on.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, the computer that says, did you mean?
Yeah.
When you make up I go to the closest.
Yeah.
That's really how your brain is. What's the closest to this? And that's why.
Yep.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. What's your nose?
Excuse me?
Samara.
Yeah.
So, what do you mean there's a rumor with your family about molestation?
Basically, I found out about 1.5 years ago that my uncle, when he was living with his mother at the house, she kicked him out. And the reason was because he did that. But
okay.
Who did he do it to?
he did it to me. My grandma kicked my uncle out for doing that to me.
How did they find? They walked in on him or
I
something?
think my grandma did.
And she didn't have him arrested right at that moment?
No. This is
I don't know. See, that's
albino white trash.
Your mother told you this, or your grandmother?
My mother told me my grandma's dead.
Where were you living? It sounds like something like she's living in those Chihuahua.
Giant shoe. Where were you living?
I was living with my mom at the time.
All right. Samara.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing, baby. Don't have any kids. Can you not have kids?
No.
Please,
Thank you.
no
Thank
kids. Secondly, a little therapy wouldn't hurt for the chaos of the family.
Be careful with who you're attracted to. You're going to be attracted to difficult people.
And thirdly, look, if there's something you just can't handle,
Don't do it.
Or do a bunch of it and see what happens.
Yeah, but she'll get a post-traumatic stress disorder.
She will?
Yeah.
I don't know. This
is a wiring issue. This is not something you can unwire.
You want to do what that would sound like again if you were telling me that?
So, honey.
Yeah. No. That's cool.
And it's like
let's watch Shiva. No apologies. Let's go.
And when you do that to me, I feel it makes me feel inadequate. I wish I could do it. I wish I was able to just speak.
Never again. So it'd be so easy.
So are victims of abuse it manifests in their voice? Are they childlike?
Oh, yeah.
They sound childlike. Yeah. That
Sound
Marilyn
like
Monroe
little girls.
voice. Yeah, it's a little girl voice. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kinda
Think
deep.
about your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Think about the crazy ones with the squeaky voice. And then
I'll never
have a
look
couple
at
of
them.
wine coolers and start saying, tell me about your stepdad, and have them get weird on you. Just watch. Samantha? Marissa? Wait a minute. Samara. And by the way, is Samara and Marissa, are these actual names?
Yes. Marissa.
Right,
You're on,
we need
Marissa.
Samantha
Let's go. Here
and
we
a
go.
Samara. We need a Melissa and a Marissa.
Marissa, what's up?
Jesus Christ.
Speak quick before he goes off about your name.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I just have a quick question for you.
See how different her voice is than somebody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead. I mean, say Marilyn Monroe was severely sexually abused, and then,
Right.
and people automatically, our culture said, no, accept that as that's a healthy vocal quality for a female.
Right.
No, that's a sign of severe abuse. All right, Marissa, what's up?
Okay, well, back in February, I was going down on my boyfriend, and I dislocated my jaw. And I had to go to the emergency room, and, several hours later, everything was fine.
Let me describe people what that means. The jaw gets locked open.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, so she's walking in with her mouth wide open, and they shoot her with some Versed or something.
Yeah,
Just
Versed.
go from behind and just
snap it shut.
Snap it back.
Wow.
No, it's actually
It's like a rubber,
it sort of slides back, and if
and
they
they
have to push
snap
it
it
down.
shut?
Not
And
snap it shut. It's
Push it
back
down,
into
but
position.
that doesn't damage the penis at all?
The penis.
Or is she finished by that?
First you excise the penis.
Huh?
Yeah. You remove the penis.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. So now, did this interrupt the BJ?
Did I what?
Did this interrupt the BJ? Did the guy finish?
No, obviously
Well,
not.
now it's a tragedy, right?
Yeah. Well, now there's multiple victims here. It's not just.
I know. Lose-lose
All right.
situation.
All right. So you actually had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I went to the emergency room, and $3,000 later, it was all good.
Yeah. Now let me just explain the difference between men and women.
Melinda has a
Yeah.
question about it first.
I got a question. I got something to say first.
Well, she has a question first, real quick.
I got something to say.
All right, you say it.
My thing is a man would not go to the emergency room for this. He would shut his own jaw. He would not do it, and neither would his buddy. If
Well,
these were guys,
here's the
guy'd
thing
be
about
like,
guy.
no, I'll get it shut.
Right.
I'm not going to spend $3,000.
There was a famous story at the county hospital I worked. It was a guy that got priapism. And,
Penis.
Yes, penis got hard and painful and wouldn't go down.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing. The woman's going to go to the emergency room. He won't do it. He started smacking, trying to do it. He finally just closed it in the window and ruptured it.
No. Slammed it in the
Then-
window.
Are those urban legends?
I had another guy. Well, I had another guy who actually also fractured his penis. I interviewed this guy, and his wife. They heard this huge snap while they're having sex because he pulled out and.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh my God, you got to go to the emergency room." And he was like, "No, until."
It blew up.
Yeah.
All right.
Then you do that.
Now
to a
that's
guy,
not an urban legend. The window may be.
That's when he runs into the emergency room.
All right, Melinda. I'm sorry. You had a question
I was
involving
just,
Aura.
For her.
I was.
Oh,
for
for
Marissa.
her. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Marissa.
Yes.
So Julie Cooper from the OC has a question.
Yeah.
I was just curious if he's quite endowed.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Hate this guy.
I mean, I think so.
All right. I could get mine caught between Madonna's gap. and half.
You think so, Marissa?
Well, I don't know.
You broke your
I
jaw on him.
Wow.
Okay.
You're not in a position to sort of make that assessment.
It's really, this is up there with killing a man with your hands, like in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's one of these titles that no one feels great about, but there's a certain amount of pride. Like as a guy,
You
you just love this. Like what got you out of boxing? Kill the man in the ring. You know what I mean?
with my hand.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Destroyed a
So now
woman's
she's
jaw
scared?
with my.
Well, let's see if this guy has caused any other trouble.
Uh-oh.
Has he ever done this to somebody before?
No, actually, I don't.
You sure you didn't just go, oh, here we go. Gotta get some for sad. Let's go.
I'm sorry?
This didn't happen. He didn't yell like, not this again, and then go for his kit.
No.
Are you afraid to do this now?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you still with this guy?
No, actually, we just broke up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you afraid to re-enter that ring?
Yes, I am. I haven't done it since. I pretty much have full range of motion in my jaw again, but I'm wondering, am I going to be more susceptible now to dislocating my jaw?
Well, if for no other reason, this can happen.
All right, and please do not share this with the next
guy,
next Mister in the world.
Yeah,
this is like
I wasn't planning on it.
Because it will come out at some point, and then that poor guy's going to be like talking to one of his friends and be like, Marissa won't perform orally. What happened? She was molested. Worse, much worse. What happened? Our old boyfriend was so endowed, so girthy, hung like a paint can, that try she might to perform oral on him, eventually had to just be rushed to the hospital. Because
just to think about the jaw's dislocation.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, Drew, I want to, fetish, bad, starting.
Rebecca?
I just want to talk to Rebecca up here for a second. Rebecca?
Yes, hello.
Hello, you're 18?
Yes. I have a problem.
All right.
I think that, actually, I'm not really in love with this guy, but I've been with this guy that's 32 since I was 14, and I'm 18 now. But I got with him when he was 28, so.
All right. 14 and 28?
Yeah, it's just not.
It was a different time. It was 2003, 2, something like that.
Rebecca, you're gaining some insight into how creepy and disturbed it is that a guy that age would be with a 14-year-old?
Yeah, but see, the thing in my life, it's that, oh my God, I can't believe I'm on Loveline, but,
Well, thanks for bringing that up.
The people in my life, they all knew that I was with him, but nobody really cared. Even my mom knew.
Hold on. Listen, I've been wrong the last 10 or 12 times I've shouted this out, but I can tell a Jew. I know this
Jewish
is a
family?
Jewish family.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. I know I've been wrong.
14-year-old daughter with a 28-year-old guy? Yeah.
Parents know about it. Rebecca.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's one other possibility, too.
Asian.
Yeah.
You're Jewish or Asian?
I'm white.
I can't believe it. No one in your family's Jewish.
Nope.
I don't believe it, Drew. I can't believe it. My instincts are usually pretty good about everything else. But my have to be either Jewish or Asian thing, pow. I am, I'm like over 25 on that. Cannot believe it. Man. All right, well, see, it just goes to show you the stereotypes. Yeah, they're not right. Not right at all, Rebecca?
Uh-huh.
Drew, you ever feel like we're just doing our own little radio show for us and no one else knows what we're talking about?
90% of the time.
Including people who work for the show? 90? That seems like a low estimate. Yeah.
Huh?
All right. So, Rebecca.
Uh-huh.
Not Jewish.
Nope.
Man.
All right, so what's the question?
How do I get over this guy? Because I still like him, because I've been with him for about 4 years.
Well, this is like any other 14 to 18-year-old relationship. You don't know how to be out of it.
You're not together with him currently?
No, I left him. Because
you did?
We used to fight a lot, and it got pretty abusive. I would hit him, but then he would end up kicking my ass.
Okay, not a Jew, not Jewish. Drew, I gotta call her a liar. I'm calling her a liar. When I hear about the physical violence, when I hear about the huge age separation and the parents condoning it, I just know what I know.
I have a question. What kind of parents let their kids with Michael Jackson?
Jews. All Jews. True, am I right? They're all parents. Jewish.
Right. Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
They have, the family that's on trial right now. All Jews. Or Asian. It's Jew or Asian. It's always Jew or Asian. physical violence, that's Jew. Substance abuse, Asian.
Even those parents were supplanted by Rebecca's mom.
All right. So, yeah, horrible parenting, by the way, Rebecca.
Yes,
Where's your dad?
He's at work right now.
Where's he work?
He works at some company in Hollywood called.
Doing in the business, doing a little graveyard post work.
Yeah, I think you know my aunt, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's embarrass her by bringing that up.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me your name.
Her name's Bonnie.
Oh, block that out, Anderson.
Really?
Names.
Why, do we know that?
I don't know, but you want to...
I don't know. She wanted me to know.
Remember the guy, the professor that ended up being a librarian? I mean, your guy with the beanbag chair ended up being a
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good experience, was it?
No, but I don't even know who she's talking about. All right, anyway. We're dear friends, me and your aunt.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, Rebecca, this is a good thing. This guy got you way too early. This is abuse, obviously.
You've left him. Good thing.
Good thing. And now the healing shall begin.
Yeah, give it some time. Date some people your own age. I wouldn't say necessarily anything has to be done at this point, but any relationship between a 14 and 18-year-old, from 14 to 18 is difficult to get over. It just always is. It's all you've ever known. You don't know how to end these things. You don't know how to assess it. You don't know who you are in a relationship. Start dating other people and just be very careful. Realize you're going to be drawn to abusive guys because this guy's really set you up.
I can't. Just Burbank. I'm just trying one thing. Let's try just quick. Just let me do this thing. Did you enjoy your bat mitzvah? Shh. Let her answer.
A bar mitzvah? I don't even know what that is.
I
don't buy it.
I just thought I could trick her. I said bat mitzvah, by the way, but I thought I could trick her. All right, Drew. I guess once in a while I'm wrong. You know what I mean?
It's hard to believe, but
it's hard to believe. It's just hard to believe. All right, let's say hi to Ashley, who's 21. Ashley,
Hi, how are you?
What's happening?
Nothing, actually. I'm really glad that I got through tonight. I've actually been a longtime fan since, I was 12, 13. I actually called in when I was 13, and I sang with Destiny's Child on your show before. It was so exciting. But
You sung Say My Name?
Yeah, you remember that?
Say my name, say my name.
Oh, my
if no
God,
one is around you, say, baby, I love you if you ain't running game. Say my name, say my name.
Hold on.
Anderson,
stop it for a second. Ashley, shut your pie hole so you can hear you singing with Destiny's Child.
You know what? That's her singing on the actual, talking on the actual drop.
Oh, she's talking on the thing? I was yelling at a 13-year-old Ashley?
Yes.
I thought she was singing with her, though. Didn't she say
saying
she sung
oh
with
my
him?
God, I can't believe this.
Oh, she was.
Say my name, say my name.
Oh, my
if no
God,
one is around
It
you,
is her.
say, baby,
Same
I
voice.
love
Yeah.
you if you ain't running game. Say my name, say my name. You acting kind of shady, ain't calling me baby. Why the sudden change? Say my name, say my name.
there she is again.
She's doing
somehow
it.
it's satisfying that after 8 years you finally got a chance to yell
I
at
got
her
to yell
for
at you.
doing that.
I didn't want to yell at you at 13. I probably did. I can't believe there's my voice. I must be on a third track yelling at you.
Oh, it's totally okay. I love you guys. It's awesome.
Wow. I do remember that. Destiny's Child came in here. We met them at the Teen Choice Awards.
Yeah.
They were very young, fresh.
Yes,
Fresh-faced gals. They came running up to us. They said they were dying to do the show. We said the radio show, and they said, what radio show? We want to be on MTV. Right. We're like, well, you can do the radio show. And they came in, and they were sweethearts, and they were singing their ass off. Yeah?
Yeah, and at the very end, I came in and sang, and I knew the words, and they were all amazed. Like, wow, how do you know the words to our
I remember
song?
that.
Yeah. Anderson didn't keep that part of the call because it was flattering.
That is so cool. That is awesome.
So what's up tonight?
Wow.
Yeah, okay,
That's
this is
enough.
nice.
Hold on.
No, come on.
We got to take a break.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
So she was 13 when Destiny's Child was in here?
Is that what she said?
She said she was 13.
I blocked that part out.
8 years
Blocked
ago.
it out. I don't want to hear it.
Could have been 8 years ago.
96.
Yeah, that's when MTV was.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Ashley?
I was actually 16 when I sang.
All right, much better. Much better. Shoo, 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Okay.
I'll hold on. I don't care.
All right. You have no choice. Here's the other thing, too. It's weird, too, because she didn't sound 13. She sounded like her now.
Right,
When she
same
came
voice.
into puberty or something like that. Oh. Let's take a... Carolla. Yeah. Let's play like we're in the pool.
Shut up!
You're it.
Let's take a break.
No, go ahead. Michelle said.
Adam.
Close your eyes.
Shut up!
Carolla.
Adam.
Carolla.
Adam's exacerbating.
Oh, yeah. She got it.
Yeah. Melinda Clarke is here tonight from the OC. That's how she does it in the OC. Take yourselves a... They play Adam Carolla instead of Marco Polo. That's how they do it in the OC.
I heard
Take a quick break.
Montage all you hear.
We'll be right back with Ashley after this. Hey, everybody. Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Just watching the TV through the window in the other studio.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's my favorite commercial. Melinda Clarke is here tonight from the OC.
You want to describe what that favorite commercial is?
I'm obsessed with these commercials. It started many years ago with that all these sort of disclosures on. They
Like
do
after-
not
after the
attend
drug, after the
closed. Yeah, well, that one, that's one thing. But all the automobile ones where they can't show a guy driving down a street without saying, a professional driver, do not attempt close course.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff isn't stunt driving. It's just actually driving a car you can't do.
And some of it is as far the other way. It's just computer generated.
And then there's the Toyota Tundra one where the guy's actually jumping his Tundra over like 40 buses, towing a ski boat in the air 6 stories, and it says not an actual representation of Tundra towing capacity, and then it says close course, and then it says do not attempt. And I just realized effing attorneys, god damn it. They screw with everybody all the time. There's nothing in our society that they don't put their stink on.
But they're kind of motivated by these silly fraternity pranks, almost.
Well, look, people
there's a faction that
are
copy.
stupid and do stupid things. In Europe, they're called idiots or victims or whatever you want to call them.
Stupid.
Here they're millionaires because they sue their way because they saw something done in a movie and they tried it themselves.
Now, this particular
commercial is a Subaru commercial. It's a new Subaru commercial where they're touting the excellence of the all-wheel drive Subaru, and they're showing other cars driving down the street, front wheel or rear wheel drive, just either the rear wheel ones actually doing sort of a wheelie all the way down the street, and the front wheel ones basically all the way to the car on the front or on the rear, and the back off the ground 10 feet. And then it says, do not attempt. As if that was a possibility. Is there like when you saw the movie Fantasia, did they have a disclosure? Do not attempt to summon mops.
Well, they've got to have that now in movies too, of course.
It's Herbie like the Love Bug.
Oh,
yeah.
Not attempt.
Do not attempt. Do not
talk to your car.
Do not attempt to wheelie your car down the street. Do not attempt to drive on the front wheels solely.
Do not attempt to sit
car.
in the back seat and have your car drive you where you need to go.
That's
on a race
right.
course.
That's right. That's right. And I just realized, lawyers, and you guys don't even realize it, just destroying everything from having to drink out of a paper cup to, that great big yellow iron-on the visor of your nice car that it tells you about the airbag safety and all that crap. I tried to get one off with a heat gun and actually burnt a hole in my visor the other day and went insane.
Which car?
It was BMW. I just said, I want to kill these sons of bitches. People they've invaded our lives with their crappy disclaimers, do not attempts, and all this everywhere. Can't we rise up? What can we do? I would love it if Subaru said, are you high? We're not putting that on this thing because it's physically impossible, even really to attempt it. Like, if you were going to attempt to drive your car like it was a wheelie van from the 1970s, what would you do? Pop the clutch, install it, or peel out a little bit? How would you attempt to get the front wheels off?
And then drive.
Physically, mathematically impossible for you to do it in any commercial vehicle. There's no 500 horsepower Ferrari that could even get the front wheels an eighth of an inch off the ground. Impossible. Does not work. So why do you have to put a disclaimer against the impossible? And how about somebody standing up and going, hey, pencil pushers, you geeks, you're high. We're not doing it. How about that?
That's the point, is if the companies had some huevos, they could not do it.
How
they
about,
don't have to. No law that says they have to do it.
How about Subaru says, no warranty. We're doing a nice commercial. No disclaimer. We're doing a nice commercial here. We don't want to screw it up with this distracting white lettering, and we're not going to do it. And by the way, if someone tries to pop a wheelie in their car and sues us, they're going to lose.
It's symptomatic of something that's happened throughout our society is we don't have any huevos about anything.
No.
The FCC ABC thing now.
No.
With all the cable stations is a very similar thing.
Nobody's got. I'll tell you something. Whenever they have, like, they would do it over at Kimmel once in a while. Every year, if you're in any kind of production, work anywhere with more than like 4.5 people, you have to have these sexual harassment sensitivity meetings where everyone's got to stop work for 2 hours and then go sit in some big room while some frigid bitch who'd never gotten laid a day in her life talks about what and asks adults, can anyone tell me what sex? Oh, shut up. You'll know when you're being sexually harassed, and you'll take care of that person. Do we all have to stop work and have a meeting? And what do we need to learn as 40-year-old adults? What? Sexual harassment? What is this? Yeah, no. A chick walked, secretary.
She asked for it.
I was asking for it. I was just playing when I pulled her skirt up over her head and started spanking her in the conference room. Really? There's a law against this? Here's all I'm saying. Everybody, here's what everyone needs to do. I do it. I want you all to do it too. Stand up. Stand up. Next time your business says there's a mandatory sexual harassment, now, I'm not going. And here's why I'm not going. You need to prove there's a reason I need to go to this meeting. I need to have some priors. There needs to be something in my past that would suggest that I'm dangerous and liable to sexually harass. I have a clean record. I'm a good employee. And no, I'm not going to stop work and go attend this meeting because a handful of idiot lawyers want us to do it. No, let's all not go. And if you all don't go, then what? They fire everybody? No, they don't fire everyone. They get over it and they move forward. Just don't go. Just have everybody on the floor go, no, we're not doing
then
it.
Turn left on the green arrow, the red arrow.
And let me say this, too. And here's, I believe you could win this stuff, which is there's a mandatory sexual harassment meeting. Okay, I'm a married man who has zero history of sexual harassment, hypothetically. I'm not talking about me.
No.
I'm talking about one.
Yeah, you were.
Let's talk about a guy who didn't have any.
Let's say it was.
All right. Have no now,
priors.
I'm not going to the meeting because I'm a born-again Christian who's been married for 18 years. And I've only been with one woman. I've never so much looked at her. I'm not going to go to this meeting. We're going to fire you. To me, that's a lawsuit. Do you see what I'm saying?
Should be. Of course it should be.
That should be a lawsuit.
Yeah.
You firing me because I'm not going to your crappy sexual harassment meeting about nothing?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not relevant because I have no history of this. Let's all just stand up. Everyone just stand up. Don't do it. I wouldn't go to Kimmel's ones. I wouldn't go to the Man Show ones. I won't go to them. Just don't go to them. Just everybody don't go. What do you think they're going to do? Fire everyone in the company? No. They'll just say they did it and move forward. That'll be it. And we get our dignity. And it's that way with everything. We can do it. It happens all the time. I own a warehouse. I let the guy out of the lease like a year early, and he wanted me to sign a paper. And I said, no, I'm giving you my word. You can leave. When you're ready to leave, go ahead and leave. Oh, he needed documentation. So I wouldn't sue him or I wouldn't whatever. And I said, no, I'm not going to give it to you. You want to get out? Get out. I'm not signing anything. You have to take my word for it. And he left, and who cares? We could all do that. We all don't have to go running to the lawyer and get the stuff drafted up all the time. There's something called dignity.
Oh.
We could all have dignity.
No.
It'd be awesome. But we got a handful of a-holes effing it up for all of us. And instead,
well, they have their rights. How dare you? They have rights.
We need to crush them. We need to crush them like roaches. You understand? There's 1% of society that's effing it up for all of us. And instead of crushing that 1%, we all just go ahead and conform. All right, all you guys who've never sexually harassed and never dreamt of it, we're going to a meeting. Put your pencils down. We're going to kill 2 hours in the middle of the day. Think about what that is times productivity, times all the workforce in this country.
Ridiculous.
All the big corporations. Oh, Pepsi. Oh, yeah, Pepsi. You got.
How about the money they spend setting that all up?
Pepsi. You got 1 million people you employ. You got it. What's it cost Pepsi? What's it cost GM? What's it cost Ford? What's it cost any Sony? What's it cost any large company? Just sexual harassment every year? That's a couple $1 million.
Well, it seems like it was corporate America that really started pushing this, but even small businesses now.
I know. It's ridiculous.
But
Please.
we live in this society of assignment of blame.
Right.
There's no such thing as an accident, and we can't have closure until somebody pays for an accident.
Let's all drive through those godforsaken red left turn arrows that don't do anything in the middle of the night. Let's not go to the sexual harassment meetings. And if you own a company and they want you to put a disclaimer that says, do not do a wheelie and your Ford Taurus, don't put it on there. Let's just not do it. Let's see what happens. I bet magically a lot of it goes away. And listen, that part where you're going to get fired if you don't go to the thing, don't go to the thing. You're not going to get fired. They just say that. You think they're really going to fire an employee because he didn't attend that meeting? Absolutely not. And by the way, there would be a lawsuit. Of course. I never went to those. Don't do it. Everyone just stand up. Just stand up with me and don't do it. All right.
Take a break.
All right.
No,
All
let's
right. Let's take a break.
Take a call. Quick.
Drew learned in college that
Ashley's
aren't bad.
Yeah, and Ashley's the singer with Destiny's Child.
Oh.
So
yeah,
Ashley,
she's
we're still waiting for her.
Sorry, baby.
All right, here you go.
It's totally okay. Okay, I actually had a question kind of for Dr. Drew, but I'd like to hear what Adam has to say too, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not used to public speaking.
I've been listening to the show for a long time, and I've noticed that in the patterns of when you're talking about sexual behaviors and the way people prefer things in their bedroom and stuff. I was taking a human sexualities class where we learned about paraphilias and both coercive and non-coercive, and I noticed how you guys are really, really.
What does she call it?
Coercive and non-coercive.
Did she pick?
That's an old name, paraphilia.
And what is that?
Is that what it's called?
No, there's different diagnostic categories now, but that's what they used to call it.
It's called what?
Yeah.
It's abnormal sexual behaviors.
Oh, okay.
And they're considered abnormal right now. So for some reason, I've noticed you and Drew both associate like some sort of abuse with those behaviors, correct?
With pedophilia, yes.
And
it's almost
pedophilia, but not with any paraphilia. Period. Any kind of sexual preference, like
no. We talk about the. I mean, this is it's pretty well established that fetishes and that kind of paraphilia are some sort of attempt to deal with overwhelming emotion.
Yeah.
And it's a distraction to deal with heavier feelings in the setting of intimacy. Mm-hmm. And what we're saying is, maybe something happened to you that, you needed to distract your attention with this, or it's just part of the construct of your relationship with your parents. It sort of wasn't quite what you needed to continue a healthy development.
All right, so it doesn't need to be wholesale abuse, but there's usually something you could trace it back to when the guy wants to beat off on
right. And God knows they're going to find genetic correlates with this.
Do chicks wear hats anymore?
Everything with human behavior has a genetic element and an environmental element.
Melinda, why don't you wear a hat anymore?
Anymore?
Well, women used to wear hats,
I do, actually.
You do?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Okay.
Well, and during the day, sun.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
so my question
then
is
I want a bonnet.
Is it okay or healthy to like for women to like things, like being dominated, like being, spanked or?
Well, this is a little
rough trade, as Drew calls it off the air. Perfectly normal,
that's not
perfectly
fetish.
healthy.
Fetish means you have to do this thing in order to function sexually.
Okay.
And when people start going down the fetish path, usually because it was originally designed to distract from intimacy, lo and behold, it does that in your adult life too. It takes you away from the intimacy so you can tolerate being sexual, but it ends up being something that ultimately becomes a preoccupation in sex and moves you away from the intimate encounter. So if you're going down that path and you can control it, you should, because it becomes a compulsion eventually. If you can't function without it, you might want to look into it.
Melinda.
Fetish, Ashley?
Most, that's what she's got.
Touching.
Most women like a little tap on the ass once in a while. Yes?
Not Melinda. How dare you? How dare you?
No? Just a little, little tug on the hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No. Ashley?
Well, thank you so much.
She's running away.
All right, do you have any fetishes?
Well, yeah, what I mentioned, of course, the little tug on the hair, the little tap. They're nice, but nothing that I need.
But if you start, here's what does happen. If you need heavy sort of physical arousal, like some sort of aggressive acting out, that is a sign that you were physically abused in childhood. That is one of the things that happens when people are physically manhandled.
No, yeah, we're talking about punching somebody, not
not
what I do when I hit one of my bitches with a slipper.
A slipper.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gay.
Wiffle bat.
That's my move. Guys, wiffle bat. Slipper. It's sort of what the whip and the pistol is to the line hammer.
Yeah.
That's what I am in the bed. Slipper.
Sure.
Wiffle bat. Yeah.
Great.
Little sparkles
I'm going to go home now. My husband's...
Oh, yeah. Get the slipper, buddy. We will, and not the fluffy bunny side of the slipper, but the tread part, the business end of the slipper.
The non-skid.
The non-skid part of the slipper. That's the business end.
Working it, yeah.
Yeah. We'll take ourselves a little break. Melinda Clarke here from the OC. Yeah. We'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew Pepto. Melinda Clarke is our guest tonight from the OC.
Hey.
found out that Melinda's mom's a ballerina and dad's a soap star. So jealous.
He did the pilot of Days of Our Lives in 1966.
Wow.
He retired. He got tired of the drive from Orange County.
Really?
How long ago did he retire?
Last year. 38 years.
Wow.
Same one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, he was Dr. Rex Dexler?
Yeah.
Who was he?
Mickey Horton.
Mickey Horton.
Yeah.
I gotta get up, keep up my stories because I'm not.
My stories.
I remember the closest I ever got to the soaps was during the Luke and Laura whatever, and I probably had about the most time I ever had on my hands, and there was a little dabbling in it, but even then, it just was that
was early 80s or late 70s, early 80s.
Sorry, my Subaru commercial is
on again.
Is back on again. Yeah, so let's see if we can see the warning this time. But our soaps have always been popular. Like, there's always a place for them. I don't know how it goes ratings-wise. I can't imagine.
It's definitely dropped off, but it's still very popular. But some of them have gone beyond being soaps now.
What are they?
Just the storylines are so extreme.
Really?
Like robots and midgets and stuff like that. Yeah, you got to keep moving. But you, if you think about it, like back in the day, for like the first 50 years of soaps, here was their competition at 1 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. It's like, hi, I'm Ben Hunter.
Yeah.
Some fat guy sitting on a Barca lounger in front of a fish tank.
Yeah.
We now return you to the Chisholm Trail, starring Howard Johnson Jr., John Wayne Jr., and a young Shirley MacLaine. Please enjoy the rest of this commercial free. And some black and white crappy. Like, there was nothing.
What do you mean black and white? We didn't have color TVs then.
There wasn't anything to watch. Like, you were screwed. Like, you would actually have to watch. You'd be 9 years old. You'd be watching a soap just to see if you could see a little cleavage or something. Maybe someone would get punched.
Do you remember when if you stayed home from school, what you'd see is like films from the 30s?
I
am
convinced that it was all part of a conspiracy to punish those who stayed home from school.
Sure, to keep you. Oh, yeah.
There's nothing. You know, all there was when you would stay home from school is there was like crappy old films from like the 40s that would run.
But things that no one ever saw.
And then there were soaps.
It's a little before mine.
And then then there were soaps, and then there were these ones. There were always all these commercials about learning to work in a doctor's world, learning to work a computer.
Right.
And they're like Wally Thorpe School of Trucking.
Yeah.
Dudson. How do I know? I'm Debbie Dudson. Yeah.
There was the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
That was later.
That was later. That was later. It was like 3 o'clock. Yeah, you went to school. You don't know. You stay home. You're just nothing on. You watch TV anyway. That's the beauty
You're sort
of it.
uncomfortable, and things that like shouldn't be on television. Not that they're offensive. They're just sort of hard to watch.
Well, when you're 9, you love old door stay movies. You just do.
But you wouldn't even. It was that stuff hadn't made it to television yet.
Oh well, I was watching that stuff. I wasn't watching stuff from the 40s, and then God Love Speed Racer would come on about 2 in the afternoon. That was my savior.
Well, there was all those weird sort of Japanese cartoons coming in the afternoon. Simba,
Kimba.
Danger's waiting just ahead.
Yeah, Speed Racer. Yeah, Kimba the White Lion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jen. Yeah, his baboon buddies. They were smart.
Ran like this.
Yeah. Jen.
Yeah.
You're 22?
Yeah.
You remember Kimba the White Lion?
What?
Okay.
Huh?
What's going on, baby doll?
What's up?
I'm calling because my boyfriend and we used to have really great sex when I was getting off when I was on top. But that stopped, and I'm not getting off that way anymore, and I can only get off during anal sex when I have like a vibrator on my clit, and that's the only way I can get off now, and it's kind of frustrating.
Are you on medication?
I actually just started Lexapro, but this problem's been going on like since before then.
Yeah.
Well, Lexapro will worsen that problem probably.
Yeah.
Because it makes it more difficult to orgasm on the serotonin reuptake drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
But God bless Jen. She's like someone like. They said she's like announced there's no prison that can hold me kind of thing. It's like there's no orgasm that can escape me. A lot of people have said, I've lost my libido. No, get the vibrator and the water-soluble lube. Let's go. I will not say die. What's that?
I don't need lube.
No lube, huh? Fabulous.
I have plenty of my own lubrication.
Yeah, but...
Yeah. Yeah, it's called dinner. You don't want to produce the lube down there. You know what I mean? Am I right, Jerome?
You're right, Adam.
Thank you, buddy. All right, now we return to Doris Day, Rock Hudson, Boy Crazy, 1954. All right. Yeah, all right. Well, Jen, maybe you should check into getting a little, Seroquel, Serotonin, Seropop,
Wellbutrin, Remeron, Serotonin are not as likely to cause the problem, and maybe it's because you're depressed that you're having the problem now. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You do anything else? Any drugs or anything?
No, not at all.
How long have you been having this problem?
It's been going on, I want to say, like maybe 2 or 3 months now.
Gained or lost weight, anything like that?
No, it's stayed about the same.
Changing your exercise pattern?
No.
All right.
My prediction is it should come back. Is you changing your relationship at all? That's a really key thing.
Anything?
Well, we kind of were arguing a lot, and then we broke up for a little bit.
Right.
Just like a week, and then we got back together.
I think that's more where the issue is.
Yeah, it's time to go. 22. You've been together long enough. All right.
Melinda Clarke.
Yeah, everybody. Let's take our social
8
break.
and 9 o'clock.
I wonder what
through
the boyfriend was.
I know. What he's thinking.
Is he yeah? Or is
Well,
he
for
like...
the first 2 weeks, and then
He's like,
it's a little bit...
Man, yeah.
Well, she was taking care of it before. Now he's got to do a little work.
You know the other commercials they used to run during those when you stay home?
Yeah.
You can own land for pennies an acre up at Montrose Pines. Nothing, Lakeviews. They were selling acres of forest. Yeah, they're still. Now it's Eric Estrada. Back then it was just a 7-year-old Eric Estrada. Didn't know who he was. We'll take ourselves a quick break. Be right back after this. Well, that's it, y'all. Melinda Clarke, everybody, the OC, 8 o'clock on Fox, 8 and 9.
8 and 9,
Yeah,
I guess
Thursday
they're
nights,
repeating.
Fox. Good seeing you again, baby doll.
Nice to see you again. I'm going to crash your party.
Great to see your neighbor. Come on down.
Yeah.
I won't be there. Drew may. We will take ourselves a little extendo break, and until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo.
This has been Loveline. Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.